The NFL preseason officially came to a close on CBS last night, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are faced with a good problem to have. The Steelers have two legit starting quarterback options. Mitch Trubisky carved up the Lions on CBS, while Kenny Pickett also looked great, and he has been ultra impressive this preseason. And oftentimes, you could say, well, if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. Not in this specific case for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett is going to be great, and he's an experienced rookie. Played for a long time at Pittsburgh. He's a fan favorite. He's a hometown favorite, and I think he's going to end up playing more games this year, compare and contrast to Trubisky. But I like both these guys. If you did a ranking 1 through 32, quarterbacks that you like in the National Football League, both of these guys are two of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league, meaning they are both legit starters in the NFL. I think Trubisky is going to start week 1 on CBS against the Cincinnati Bengals. Why? Because he's the veteran. And listen, both these guys are better than Ben Roethlisberger and the version of Big Ben that we saw over the last couple of years. I think that either one can take advantage of these guys. The weapons are plentiful. I love that George Pickens pick in round number 2. Harris is a stud, and we're talking about some big-time legitimate talent at the receiver and the tight end position. All Mike Tomlin does in his NFL career, win. Every year he's been a head coach in the National Football League, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been above 500. In theory, that's going to be tested with the quality of teams and quarterbacks throughout the division in the AFC North and throughout this loaded juggernaut AFC. I think Trubisky is going to start week 1. I think that's the original plan when they signed him. I think Trubisky, a second lease on life after the Chicago debacle, which was clearly Matt Nagy's fault, getting his PhD in quarterbacking, spending a year behind Josh Allen, learning from Brian Daboll in Buffalo. I think Trubisky is going to play well. This is a good problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers to have. Both these guys better than Roethlisberger over the last few years. I think it's going to be Trubisky week number 1. And don't be surprised when the Steelers have a winning record once again under Mike Tomlin. I am also 45 years old, and I also have a lot of stuff going on. But I don't tell you about it on a daily basis on Time to Shine. And listening to Tom Brady talk about that 11-day absence in the middle of the preseason is just odd, strange, weird. It's not Tom Brady at all. I mean, let's just be honest here. The greatest of all time taking a break with the season around the corner was alarming. And so was that news conference. Now, credit Tom on the field. You know, he had a clean and perfect and dominant performance, right? Got the ball to Julio Jones, spread the ball around, 5 different receivers. And, you know, we are talking about the GOATs, but this has been a very uncharacteristic and a very sloppy 2022 for Tom Brady. An 11-day absence? Are you kidding me? This on the heels of all of the offensive line woes? I mean, this is a huge problem. I mean, I think if you're being honest here, and I understand that Tom Brady can elevate any kind of team, this is why I just have a bad feeling about the Bucs. Go back in any year, any press conference with the New England Patriots. Have you ever heard Tom Brady talk like that, making excuses? Not about football. Woe is me. Talking about his personal life. Tom Brady always has a laser focus when it comes to the next game, the upcoming season, whatever it is. It's all ball all the time with a quest to win a championship. That's the genius of Tom Brady. I mean, something has just been wrong all year. The retirement rumors, then the retirement, then he doesn't acknowledge New England, then he comes out of retirement. Even though I agreed with it, he made sure Bruce Arians got fired, then he goes away for 11 days. Weird. Odd. Oh, by the way, the Saints are absolutely tremendous. Injuries on the offensive line. I've got a bad feeling about 45-year-old Tom Brady and the Bucs this season. Before I go crazy here, everyone knows I don't like to buy into silly lists and rankings and Pro Bowls and everything like that. But I will not stand for this garbage. I will not stand for the disrespect. This is outrageous. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing. This is preposterous. This is silly. My guy, Josh Allen, ranked by NFL players as the 13th best player in the NFL, according to the NFL Network's Top 100? What? This is the single biggest snub in the history of snubs. A disgrace, an outrage, an embarrassment. Anyone who voted Josh Allen outside the top 5 should be banned from voting for anything. The Pro Bowl, the next election, the next Top 100. Just take away your voting privileges for anything. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is insane. Josh Allen is unbelievable. And before anyone says, well, Adam, I mean, that's a list of what he's done in his career. What about last year? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Remember this? Remember the postseason 2021 calendar year 2022? Category is best players in the NFL in 2022. This is what Josh Allen did in the postseason. The best 2 consecutive games in postseason history at the quarterback position. So, Adam, how at the end of the day would you rank it? Well, I'm glad you asked. First of all, this list on your screen is garbage. Tom Brady? What year is this? What day is this? I mean, are you kidding me? First of all, Aaron Donald is the best player in the NFL. Let's make sure we're crystal clear. He is bar none the best player in the National Football League. My ranking, which I did for NFL.com on Friday, has Josh Allen at 2 because I believe he's the best quarterback in the NFL this year. I mean, I had so many issues with this list. Patrick Mahomes is 8. Notice I have Tom Brady 10. I mean, if Josh Allen was listed at number 5, that's a disgrace. And let me tell you something right here, right now. Josh Allen is absolutely going to use this as motivation, okay? We've talked to Josh Allen, talked to him last week on my SiriusXM radio show, handling success and prosperity. This is going to be one of those years where the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen will solely be judged by whether or not they win the Super Bowl. Those are the standards. But this is all they needed. A little Michael Jordan, and I took that personally. I mean, I put Josh Allen number 2. He should have been in the top 5. This is, at the end of the day, every NFL player saying, we don't like Buffalo, we don't like Josh Allen, we don't like Jim Kelly, we don't like Buffalo wings. Everybody in Buffalo should take this personally, and I can't wait for the number 13 revenge tour to hit everybody else in the National Football League. Bag it, NFL players, bag it, voters, and Josh Allen should be in the top 2. Number 13, absolutely insane. Special Monday edition of My Guys, and we're switching it up and going with my number 1 guy first. And who else but my guy, Rory McIlroy. My guy, Rory McIlroy, captured the FedEx Cup championship yesterday, coming back from 6 shots down in the final round of the Tour Championship to edge out my guy, Scotty Scheffler. And it was fitting that it was my guy, Rory, who won yesterday, because my guy, Rory McIlroy, has been the strongest voice and a committed defender of the PGA Tour against LIV Golf. Only felt right that my guy, Rory, capped off a summer to remember by capturing the PGA Tour's biggest prize, 18 mil. Are you kidding me? Rory McIlroy, my guy, and I give him so much credit for walking the walk, and when it comes to the PGA Tour versus LIV Golf, talking the talk. Number 2, my guy, Mookie Betts. All my guy Mookie Betts does is hit home runs. My guy Mookie Betts is sensational. 3 straight games with a home run. 4 on Friday, Saturday, Sunday against Miami. Against good pitchers, by the way. My guy Dave Roberts giving him a scheduled day off today. Oh, by the way, another night, it's another Dodgers win. My guy Mookie and the LA Dodgers are a juggernaut. They're a machine. They're absolutely rolling. 28-8. 28-8 since the All-Star break. 43-10 since June 29th. Look at all those gaudy statistics in red. My guy, Mookie Betts. Number 3, my guy from the weekend, my guy Justin Fields. What a performance from my guy Justin Fields against the Cleveland Browns. This is what we needed to see. Chicago, hello. 14 of 16 against Cleveland, 156 yards, 3 touchdowns. This was exactly what the doctor ordered. Look, I thought it was significant stuff from my guy Justin Fields. In fact, I thought my guy Justin Fields, what he did this preseason, that was the most impressive and important preseason of any player in the NFL. Because you look at my guy Justin Fields, the numbers, the feel, brutal during his rookie season. Why? Because at the end of the day, Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace, the former head coach and general manager, they ruined Justin Fields. And listen, I still think that my guy Justin Fields is a franchise quarterback. I wish that the new brass would have drafted my guy George Pickens for him, as we begged them to do in the NFL draft. But new head coach, my guy Matt Eberflus, new offensive coordinator for my guy Justin Fields, new day, new direction. It's going to be a long year in Chicago because the stench of the aforementioned Nagy and obviously Ryan Pace, that's going to certainly have a cloud over the Bears for this season. I view them right now, team 32 out of 32. But I know they have a franchise quarterback. You needed to see that. Remember when Fields with Matt Nagy, couldn't call plays, didn't give any pass protection, no design rollouts or screens? Remember how awful he was, 1 net yard against the Cleveland Browns last year in the regular season? So happy over the weekend for my guy, Justin Fields. Number 4, my guy Tua Tagovailoa. How about that connection between my guy Tua and my guy Tyreek Hill? This is beautiful. Watch out, AFC. And I'm telling you right now, Tua's going to have a strong season. I'm a big believer in Tua Tagovailoa, big believer in Tua having a great season, especially because of the way Tyreek Hill is going to hit a ton of home runs. The offensive pieces, dreamy. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle as a 1-2 punch. Are you kidding me? 3 new running backs for Mike McDaniel, who takes over as the head coach. I'm really feeling it from my guy, Tua Tagovailoa. And my number 5 guy from this weekend, my guy Malik Willis. The legend of my guy Malik Willis grows. Another strong, sizzling performance from my guy Malik Willis. 131 yards, touchdown, 79 yards rushing, including this, a dazzling 50-yard scamper. Let me tell you something. I'm not telling you he's going to replace Ryan Tannehill right now, but I'm saying there's a chance. And I think Malik Willis next year is going to be the Titans' starting quarterback. And I'm telling you right now that you're going to have so many teams regretting the fact that they passed on my guy Malik Willis. I told you he should have been a first-round pick. I mean, Carolina passed on him. Seattle passed on him multiple times. The Giants passed on him. I love him. I'm obsessed. My guy, Malik Willis.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.